Oh man, the View's back at it again. Hey, the View had some takes on the embarrassing Zelensky meeting that Trump and Vance and Zelensky had the other day, and how embarrassing Zelensky, like, he embarrassed his country, he embarrassed himself. Of course, I can't believe he did that. We're gonna see a little clip of it, but you're gonna hear this take on from these ladies or what they think would happen, and it's just, I can't imagine being this brain dead. It's truly remarkable. I look what man.
Ukraine President
European leaders. I mean, that's not us. I don't care.
Zelensky after that ridiculous meeting at the White House.
Hey, see? Me and Whoopi agree on something. Ridiculous meeting at the White House.
On Friday. And it's raising it's raising concerns about the future of U.S. support. Take a look.
During the war, everybody...
First of all, this guy looks like he's in a tracksuit in the White House. This is the president of Ukraine. I'm sure it's not a tracksuit, but it looks like he's just going out for dinner at Chick-fil-A or something. Like, what are we doing here? This is embarrassing.
Has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel...
This guy, he came in, you know what, I'll wait till after.
Now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You
God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards.
I'm not playing cards.
Right now, you don't.
You're
playing cards.
Mr. President.
You're playing cards.
Serious.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone.
If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks. Of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
It's like, first, he comes in, like I said, he comes in looking like he's going to Chick-fil-A for dinner. And then, I like Scott Jennings said the other day, all you got to do is come in with a suit, shake your hand, eat some dinner, sign some papers, and go on about your day. But no, he came in pouting, like he's entitled to something, and then Trump and Vance respond upset of how he's acting, and then he gets all defensive and he tries to gaslight, like, oh, we're bullying him. No, he came in disrespectful tone, like he's entitled to something, and he's not in a suit. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for his people. I'm embarrassed for him, truthfully. And we're funding a war that cannot be won. We're just delaying the inevitable. It's like, at what point do we worry about America, not Ukraine? Doesn't make any sense. I got it. Yeah, and the other day he said, "Oh, our women and children, our men and women are gonna have to go fight for Ukraine." What? See, this is the problem. These Zelensky, and I hate when people say, "Oh, if you're not siding with Zelensky, you're siding with Putin." I'm not siding with nobody. No Putin, no Zelensky. I don't want no parts in a war. That's not my business. That's not America's business. It's so embarrassing, man. And for him to have the nerve to come in the White House looking like that, acting like that, is completely and utterly embarrassing. Let's see what Whoopi has to say.
You know, that has to be one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen.
I agree, Whoopi. I agree. But you are going to say the most idiotic.
This is a leader of a sovereign nation. And you are doing theater with him because you're trying to show
Theater, he came in pouting like a little girl.
that you're the hard guy. But I don't think anybody wanted you to be the hard guy. I don't think you asked anybody how they felt, how people who voted for you. You didn't ask them how they feel about what you're doing. You didn't ask them if they want to be operatives of Putin's government. You haven't asked that. And I'm sorry, I do stand with you, Zelensky, because you've been fighting, your country's been fighting, and you've been doing it on your own, and you've been getting.
How has they been doing it on their own when they're getting? We are single-handedly keeping them in the war. How are they doing it alone, Whoopi?
But I stand with y'all because nobody should ever be able to come into your
and you hear the crowd behind them, man.
Country and say, "This is my country." We have a habit of doing that. Many countries in our world have a habit of going in and invading other countries.
You know what, Miss Whoopi? If you stand with Ukraine so bad, how about you declaim your citizenship and go to Ukraine and be a citizen there? Go fight in the war.
And we all have said, I thought for the past at least 100 years, we don't like that. Yeah, right. We don't want to do that. We don't want to be that. And here we are. Who are we? What did you think when you watched this insanity?
I thought it was chilling, and I just want to note 60...
Chilling. Now, I pray, because Alyssa is usually the only one with a brain. I hope she says something with a brain.
2% of Americans support Ukraine.
Yeah, not me.
That is just a fact. So Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are on the minority in this, but I want to play a clip quickly just to capture the moment.
I want to tell you and your people, you're the ally I've been hoping for all my life. Not one American has died defending Ukraine.
Everything you believe in, to sell out all of your principles. His entire career has been standing by our allies in advocating for NATO support. If Trump pulls out of NATO, is Lindsey Graham going to be like, yeah, that's right, the most successful defense alliance in history? That's right, Donald Trump said so. Like, grow a backbone, people. This matters.
You hold off.
Why is it always, oh, hold on. Sorry, I messed up. 1408. Why is it always, like, why do they always have so much empathy towards other people? Canada, Mexico, Ukraine. What about America? Like, I truly don't understand. We came off the worst 4 years of presidency in history, and they're worried about everybody but us.
We were talking about Ukrainian President Zelensky's debacle at the White House.
Yeah, you know...
So they use debacle.
First of all, I think this was all staged and this was all prepared. Because the minute Zelensky gets off the car, Donald Trump makes an issue of how he is dressed.
Yeah.
Well, you know who else showed up during a war dressed in uniform during World War II? Winston Churchill. I think we have the picture. And nobody said anything. I think that is a red herring because office. It was Donald Trump and his...
You know what? I don't even want to hear what Anna says because she makes my brain hurt. So, well, they all make my brain hurt. But let's do it later. Let's see what Sonny has to say.
You know, trying not to upset anybody, but damn, man.
Well, it was an embarrassment. I will say I agree with you, Anna. It was pre-planned because former ambassador to the UN, Susan Nations, said on MSNBC there is no question this was a setup. That a vice president generally does not speak in those moments.
I mean, I'm so glad J.D. Vance spoke up. Man, J.D. Vance 2028. Book it.
Without the Susan Rice, without the approval and of the president. So President Trump knew that J.D. Vance was going to do that, and I think it really took a turn when Zelensky, with his bravery and with his courage, said to...
Bravery and courage. What about all the money that U.S. has been sending to Ukraine to fund this war? What bravery and courage, coming in with a tracksuit.
J.D. Vance, have you ever been to Ukraine?
No.
So he embarrassed the bully. And what happens when you embarrass a bully? They have a tantrum and they react that way. And
that's what these women are doing. These
they do.
BDS, man, brain dead Sonny.
And I'll just end with this because I know we're out of time. Leader Jeffrey's statement, he said this: President Trump and his administration continue to embarrass America on the world stage. Today's White House meeting with the president of Ukraine was appalling and will only serve to further embolden Vladimir Putin, a brutal dictator. And that is the truth. They wanted to embolden Putin, and they did.
Well, and here's...
I'm done. They wanted to embolden Putin. It's not what happened at all. I mean, we're not siding with Putin. I mean, you know, they keep saying this is what I voted for. This is what most people voted for. He won the popular vote because of this. Not because of this one issue, but everything that's been going on. They're so out of touch that it's just truly embarrassing. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you react to next. The View is always good content.